Well, once again, I want to welcome everybody and thank you for taking time this morning. Feel free to eat your breakfast as we start the program. Before we begin today, I do just want to share a sad note that on Friday we learned of the passing of Alan Levine. Alan is our key donor for the theater, and the theater will be named in honor of him as well as in memory of him as we move forward. Our thoughts and blessings go out to his friends and family, and we look forward to being able to celebrate his name for a long time in the theater. So welcome to the official celebration of the campus transformation completion. This transformation is not just about the campus, but about the overall impact it will have for our community. Thank you for joining us today. We could not have completed this project without each of you. There are new additions being made every day, and we are busy working on the completion of the exhibits for the Milton, Mendel, and Marcia Steinberg Hall of History, the Blumkin Institute for Holocaust Education exhibit, and the Reiches Museum. We look forward to sharing this building with you and generations to come over the years. Thank you again for being here. Michael, always good to see you, and hope you do well skiing this afternoon. We're going to really start the program now. We have a couple of videos we're going to show, and then there'll be some more speakers. But again, thank you for being here. Eat your breakfast, raise your hand if you want coffee, and we'll take care of you. Thank you. Hello, I'm Alan Potash, CEO for the Jewish Federation of Omaha. I want to welcome everybody to the Staenberg, Kooper, Fellman Jewish Federation of Omaha campus, where everyone is welcome.
Well, in September of 2014, Jewish Omaha had a reunion here, and I met up with Michael Steinberg at that time, and he told me that he envisioned our location here in a whole different way.
And I said, Mark, we need to do better. This community deserves better. How do we remember the past but make the future unlimited? And I started, and I brought on Tommy and Howard, and I said, guys, we need to do this. And everybody looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. And I said, we can do this.
I wanted to get a little more involved, and I wanted to see what the plans were, what was happening, and if I don't do it now, I will have missed a chance.
This project needed to get to cultural arts. It needed to get to the theater, to the dance studios, and to the Mind Body studios, and all the other things that we ended up doing was so important to this project to be so much more than just fitness and a swimming pool. I think the entire project was successful from a construction perspective, from a fundraising perspective, and certainly from an engagement perspective.
And we watched the J from afar being redeveloped, and we came to visit, and the minute we stepped in the door, we said we want to belong here. And we have not regretted a minute of it. It is welcoming, it is so clean, the people here are so nice, the facilities are beautiful. That's why.
I'm so excited about so many aspects of it. I mean, the artwork is amazing. I feel like we're in a fitness center that is also a museum. And it's stunning. I love the light. And I think families, our senior community, everybody can benefit.
Well, I think the J provides the opportunity to basically recharge your whole person, your mind, body, and spirit. And there's something for everyone there.
I think this campaign has been successful because of the vision of some of our lead donors. People view this place now as kind of the town square, as the hub of activity for this part of town and for the Jewish community. And I think that speaks to the essence of a community center, where we can all come together in unity with one another. And I believe that really pays tribute to the fact that this is still a Jewish community center, but very welcoming to anybody and everybody in Omaha.
Well, I think the campaign was successful because we had a flying start, thanks to Michael Steinberg and Tom Fellman and Howard Kooper. people saw what could be done and saw what was happening and wanted to be a part of it.
Well, I think to the folks who made this possible, you have to just give them a big thank you, and it's amazing, and we are so very, very grateful.
I can't even begin to say how grateful we are to the members of the community who stepped up and started this project, the ball rolling on this project, and got it off the ground. It's just a remarkable, remarkable thing that has happened. Thank you.
Welcome to a busy day at the Staenberg Omaha JCC. Already today, we've had a cycling class in our new spin studio, a kids stretch class in our new small group studio, a boot camp in our new large group studio, a yoga class in our mind-body studio, a water fitness class in our renovated lap pool, and that's just what we've had before 11 a.m. this morning. This afternoon, we have the Omaha Area Youth Orchestra practicing in our new theater, swim lessons in our new family pool, dance classes in our new dance studios, and practice for our next musical theater production. Plus, I need to mention our renovated gym is hosting our first ever pickleball tournament with 22 teams playing throughout the day. Today is not just a busy day at the J. Today is a typical day and the gift everyone here has helped us provide for everyone. Thank you. Michael, the final product is more than I could have ever imagined from our first visit and our first talk to St. Louis in 2014. Thank you for pushing us to think big. I'm broken up here, I'm sorry. And the vision you shared with us. It's not often in life you get to be involved with the project from the concept to the completion, and I want to thank everyone here for helping me with that. Thanks to everyone today here and everyone virtually, because we could not have accomplished what we've been able to do without you. The JCCA sent this message for us to share here with everyone today. Thanks again.
Hi, I'm Daron Krakow, President and CEO of JCC Association of North America. I'm so sorry that I can't be with you in person, but I'm very proud and very honored to have a chance to greet you virtually at least. First of all, to John Glazer and Mark Martin, to all the board and leadership of the Omaha JCC, we are so excited for you on this extraordinary day. And to my friend Michael Staenberg, whose passionate commitment to his roots in the Jewish community, and in particular to the world of Jewish community centers, whose vision and philanthropy has brought beauty and practicality, achievement and opportunity to a growing number of JCCs across the entire field. Thank you for honoring us once again through bringing together like-minded philanthropic leaders to make what's happening in Omaha today not only possible, but a reality. To Howard Kooper, Tom Fellman, your partners, and all of your friends and allies in Omaha, on behalf of the national leadership of JCC Association, I extend my heartfelt appreciation and congratulations. Two other quick thoughts that I just want to leave you with. We have recently marked an anniversary of the advent of the COVID pandemic, and it's been a bumpy year. It makes these kinds of celebrations all the more important and all the more significant, not just for the Jewish community of Omaha and for everybody served by the Omaha JCC, but for the entire North American Jewish community. You have made us all proud and given us all a reason to celebrate. Finally, with the start of Passover just around the corner, I want to extend to all of you my warmest wishes for a Chag Kasher V'Sameach, a happy and very healthy Passover, and to all celebrating other holidays this spring, a wonderful start to the new season. Once again, congratulations on the ribbon cutting of your magnificent new campus. I can't wait to see it in person.
I'm honored to be here today, and I might get a little choked up because I spoke in this room 12 years ago. And I spoke in here because My cousin Gary Gerlich was a good guy. And they always wondered if he had film in the camera. And everybody remembers Gary. And he did have film in the camera. And family's important. I remember I wouldn't be here without my parents. My father died. I was young. It was very tragic, but I wouldn't be who I am today. He taught me about business, but more importantly, he taught me about charity and how important it was to give. He told me, I remember carefully, that we weren't a 10% family. We were a 20% giver. And my mother would have walked in the room, and everybody would have been lit up and said, wow. She would have liked the art, I'm sure. So I remember that. My grandparents, Sam and Rebecca Wolf, my sister Beth, and my brothers David and John and Barton. I remember how important everybody is and all the friends that stepped up when I was 13 and didn't have a father. And how the JCC was my home, and how AZA was so important to me. And I went through life knowing I had mentors and was able to find my way because of other people, not because of myself. I sometimes said what a dumb shit I was, but that's okay. First place I went to when I moved to Kansas City was the JCC. I moved from Kansas City to St. Louis, and I went to the JCC. The J has been a real important part of my life. And I remember coming here in 2014. I thought it was 15, but it's 14. And I said, wow, what happened? What happened? Where did Omaha go wrong? And I said, I'm going to do something about it. And I called Mark Martin, and I said, I'm going to start painting and doing stuff in the gym. And they said, you can't do that. You have to have approval. I said, well, I don't need any approval to do this. And I remember in this very room, my friend Larry Kelberg and I had a little understanding one day about starting an outdoor pool, but that was okay. I'm proud of what we've accomplished. But let me tell you, it's great to have the first P, the place, the location, and it looks beautiful. It really does. But look, I want to thank the donors. I didn't do this by myself. I remember meeting with Tom and Howard, and they looked at me in their office at Broadmoor and said, well, I don't think we're going to do this. I said, we have no choice. We got to do it. And so I said, you're going to join me. And my friend Larry Meisel, who's college roommates of Tommy, I had to have him call and say, come on, push him a little bit. Just push him a little bit here. So they joined us and everybody else did. So the donors, thank you. Really, we couldn't do it without you. We still have ways to go. Steve, I'm helping you out today. We still have a little more money to raise and finish everything we want to finish because we need to finish it. Also to the staff. I mean, you got a great staff here, really, I'm really proud to work with everybody. I work with a lot of different organizations, and you have a great staff. Phil Malcolm, thank you. If you don't know this guy, you should know him. He's the rock star here. Silent, cuts that butter with that hot knife. You never know if he's just kind of stealth under the cover, but thank you, and congratulations on your new twins. So if you don't know him, thank him. Also, thanks, Bruce. Where's John? I know I saw him. Oh, there he is, John and Mike Siegel now. We have great leadership, great lay leadership. So thank you. John and I always didn't see eye to eye. He and I had a little, look at each other sometimes, but we always found a middle ground. And as I always tell everybody, a man that can't change his mind has no mind. So thank you, John and Bruce, for that, and Mike Siegel, wherever he is. So there you are. You got big shoes to fill, so thank you. But more importantly, this is really an honor for me to be here today. It really is. People say, what's your greatest development? I used to say it was St. Louis, Missouri. I could build a shopping center. I have the largest strip shopping center in the United States. That doesn't mean anything. I came back to where I grew up. I remember going to 19th and Dodge to that, and Uncle Chuck, in blessed memory, and looking at that big guy and, shooting the basketball, and it hit the running track, and I'd say, this is dreck. What am I doing here? But, so here I am. I've come back. I'm not leaving. But I will end this by saying one thing. Please don't take this gift for granted. Please. You got to respect it every day, work it every day, because if you don't, we're not going to be here again. And I really don't want to come back in 40 years and see this again. I don't want to, it's like Passover. We wandered the desert for 40 years, I think. Am I right, Alan? We did. The only difference is Moses didn't get to Israel. I got to go into Israel. So thank you very much.
Michael, thank you. Thank you. I am honored to invite a few people up here that have made my job really, really fun. You may have heard that I'll be retiring in June. And as I round the corner as our Chief Development Officer, I've enjoyed talking with each of you about this incredible project. And it's amazing what we've accomplished. Thank you for helping us build this for the Jewish community and something that will be enjoyed by the entire city. It is my pleasure now to invite Michael, Tom, Howard, Milt and Marcia Kleinberg, Don Goldstein, and Nancy and Joel Schlesinger to come to the front to do the ribbon cutting. And you'll just come to a section of ribbon that's close to your table. And bring your scissors with you as well. And everybody else has ribbons at your table, along with a couple of scissors, so feel free to join in on the official ribbon cutting for our facility. And I'm going to ask everybody that as we complete the ribbon cutting to just stay in place so that we can get photos of the entire group up here. Yeah, everybody can take their masks down if you haven't yet. Very good. Okay, let's get poised. Let's get. Everybody got your scissors at the ready? Okay, one big picture of everybody. Yeah, everybody kind of get your scissors poised, ready to go. There we go. Okay, and everybody at your tables, feel free to do that as well, okay? All right, Annetta, you give me the go-ahead when we're ready to snip. All right, so we're going to go 5, 4, yeah, good luck with that. 3, 2, 1, cut. Awesome. And sure, that's right. And I'd like to now invite Milt Kleinberg up to share a few comments.
It's not going to be long, so you can start eating. My name is Milton Mendel Kleinberg. I came down to Omaha in 1984-85 to look for business opportunity. In the first place, sorry, I do this every time. First place I came down is to the Jewish Community Center, and I looked around, I said, wow, I came from Milwaukee, and we have twice as many Jews as here, and we didn't have the Jewish Community Center there. And I said, this is a great place to come. And I said, if I can manage to do business here, I'll stay here. And I guess my wife will testify. I told her that when I came back for looking at the business opportunity, I said, you know, I'm going to own the business, and I'll move here. And we did. But for the first 5 years, I was traveling back and forth from here to Milwaukee, driving on Friday after work and coming back Sunday, 550 miles door to door. But this place saved my sanity. I found my handball bodies. They had 4 handball courts, and we used them all the time, 4 or 5 days a week. And I just loved this community. My daughter, when she made Aliyah to Israel, how many years was that ago? 32. About 32 years ago, then I told Marsha, you got to come down here. And I stopped traveling back and forth all the time. And this is an incredible community. Thank you. This is an incredible community. And my grandchildren and my daughter who live in Israel, when they came down here, first place they stopped is in the Jewish Center, because we had everything here. And it was just wonderful. I spent the first 5 years traveling back and forth, and every 5 days a week, me and a few of the handball bodies played here all the time. And unfortunately, one of my handball buddies, Mike Sadowski, just passed away last week. So wherever you are, I'm telling you, it was just wonderful. And I don't want to make a big spiel, but this community saved my business. We grew our business here. We prospered here. And I was given advice to move to Florida because I have a condo there too, to save some tax dollars. I said, no. I stay here. I make my money here. I don't mind. I don't mind paying the taxes here. I love Omaha, although I was born overseas, and most of you know my book, Bread or Dead, about the Holocaust. But this is my home. And when I talk to people where I'm from, I don't even mention Milwaukee, and I don't mention anything that happened prior. And there's sometimes people detect my accent a little bit, say, well, where's your accent from? I said, Brooklyn. They don't know any different. But Omaha is my home, and nothing can make me move from here. This is a wonderful facility. It saved my sanity when I was traveling back and forth, and we got involved with the community, we loved the community, loved this whole state. And my origins, after 32 years, I consider myself a native, and nobody will dispute that with me. It's a wonderful community, and it is just fantastic to be here, to live here. My business has prospered here, and everybody else knows me here. And I just about know everybody else. So thank you. And I'm just happy to pay back a little bit from what I got here. Thank you all.
Milt, I don't really want to follow that, to be honest with you. That was awesome. Thank you for letting us know your story. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I am excited to be president of the JFO as we embark upon a new chapter at the Federation with much discussion about the ways to put this beautiful space to use with great programming and community building. There's a few people I would like to thank. So first, John Myers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your management of this project has been phenomenal. Your knowledge of buildings has been outstanding, and I truly appreciate everything you've done. You've put countless hours. No one understands how many hours you put into this project, and thank you very much for doing that. Phil, Michael took my line. I was going to say you're a rock star. You are a rock star. Thank you for keeping us on track. Thank you for bringing up different issues that we may encounter. And I really appreciate all your knowledge you brought into this project. Mark Martin, your staff, you and your staff, has done a phenomenal job of keeping this building running during this entire project. It is truly amazing to watch you work through all the different, and trust me guys, there were a lot of logistical things that we needed to do to keep this building open to everyone so they can use it if they so choose. Thank you for all that, for doing all that. Michael, Tom, and Howard, thank you. Don, Schlesingers. I really appreciate Milt, the Steinberg, sorry, missed that. Appreciate you stepping up to the plate and really coming behind this project. My promise to you guys is we are going to take care of this building. We are going to fill it with lots of people. We're going to fill it with lots of Jewish people, and we're going to be a vibrant community starting from this day forward, using this building as its base. And thank you for giving all of that to us. I also want to thank all the other donors in this room. This is a team effort. Every donation counts, and I appreciate you guys believing in us and making this whole thing, making this dream a reality. I'll be the first to admit, I did not think it would be as spectacular as it has been, and I was proven wrong, and I'm always one that will say, if I'm wrong, I will admit it, I was wrong. This place is spectacular. I love coming up here, and I thank everyone in this room for making that happen. So that was a little off script there, so sorry, Lori, if I set your timeline off a little bit, but I wanted to add some of my personal comments. Before leaving, Lori wanted me to remind you to be sure to get your swag bags at the front door after your tour. If you signed up for a tour, stay at your table, and your tour guide, you know, tour is a hard word for a New Yorker to say. And I'm working really hard here to say tour, because I'm used to saying tour. So anyway, sorry, side note there. If you signed up for your tour, stay at your table, and your tour guide will come get you shortly. Thank you and have a great day.